had
Well,
some difficulties this morning.
Yeah, I woke up. I was like, all right, I got my first little video shoot today. I'm gonna look
Yes, you
fly. I'm
do.
gonna hop in the shower, and I go to turn on the water, and I hear drip, 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 drip. I said, bruh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Came on right when right when I was leaving the house. I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't wait for it. Can't wait to try to make something happen. You just gotta make it happen, you know?
You just snapped the hardest of 2023.
It's gotta be a bar somewhere
Absolutely.
coming in.
Uh-huh.
I'll write it in.
You kept it pushing. That's what we just love to hear. That's what inspires, the world.
Yeah.
So keep making those boss moves, great moves.
Man, you're the boss.
You know what I do behind the scenes, killing it for the king.
For the king. I was just about to say you the boss. I'm the king.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
That
All right,
is.
I'm getting a lot of my lyrics from these videos. So y'all get them here first, and you're gonna see how I write them in. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy.
Epic.
I wanted to do a podcast for a while when I first moved out here. I wanted to call it Hometown Heroes.
What was it gonna be about?
It was gonna be about like basically people from all over, but the conversation would start about where you're from, like how'd your hometown sort of mold you into the person that you are. And I guess we can still do that. So
it's so important to serve people.
Hometown Hero Podcast.
Okay. I love that name. Yeah, it goes hard.
I feel like I haven't thought too much about like my childhood. I mean, I always think about like my origin and like where I'm from or why I do what I do, but like actually like just reflect on like as a kid. Like I haven't done that in a while. I feel like I've been, if anything, running from some of the things that I experienced as a kid.
It's deep stuff. So going back to that point in time, then did it inspire or give you passion for making music now?
No, at first it was just to escape like reality in general. Like music was just always a way for me to like just go to a different place or another world. But it wasn't until I was maybe like in seventh or eighth grade or something like that when I had an iPod, because before that all I was allowed to listen to was Christian music. And then I heard my sisters had like Chris Brown and B2K CDs,
oh yeah, my type music.
And Cheetah Girls.
High School Musical.
That's who you remind me of. Was it like Adrian, Andrea?
Yep, definitely like Adrian something. I can't remember either. But
someone gave me an iPod and they already had music on it.
Oh, what kind of iPod?
It was a touch.
Okay.
I skipped the Nano and
you did.
The little big one with the little round on it.
You got right into it.
Yeah, but like the person that gave it to me, she already had a bunch of music on there from 50 Cent to like Jessie J, all these
some
different
Ice
people.
Cube.
It was all over the board, and so that I fell in love with some of those songs. Cause like I don't know, for me, anytime like I've put myself on music, I've always loved that music more than music that people put me on. It's weird, cause it's like you went out and you found it, like, or honestly, I feel like it found you, cause like music can be timeless, which is kind of the way that I want my music to be. So like timeless in nature.
It's like always going to be just a vibe.
Yeah.
Bring back a great memory, just things you can really relate to. When it comes to making music, that's so important and just so fun to keep up with. So just being on that, what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment? Singing with my brother or my sisters. When we listened to music in the car or something like that. There was a time where my sister had just bought, Beats had just came out. My sister had bought a pair, and Chris Brown had just came out with an album. And then it was like, what was it, like Don't Wake Me Up was on it. I literally played it over and over and over again, like on blast.
You used to dance then?
Yeah, we used to crump dance. They always made fun of me. They said my legs were stiff. But like, so what? They probably what drove me to like prove them wrong. Like feeling like I was the one that wasn't as talented. Like my brother could sing better than me. My sister.
Is he a singer now?
He is not. He is not. Ha! You're not. I always love that sense of like community or family.
Yeah. All right. So I have another question for you.
What's that?
What is the biggest challenge you have faced as an artist now?
As an artist, my biggest challenge has always been, honestly, myself and learning how to use my ego as a tool to dominate this game, but not letting it ruin my life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been like the challenge of like being able to let go at the right times and knowing when to like sort of just settle into yourself and into the present moment. And because I think respect is huge. So like I've always given respect to people, so I always felt like I should have it in return.
Absolutely.
Or whatnot. But some people will try to try to disrespect you in like very minuscule ways.
Yeah.
But I just combat that with love, though, with light. But sometimes love can be a little firm, though, a little blunt.
All right. Don't make me ask this question. Since we're talking about love, how many loves you got?
How many loves do I got? There's some loves I need to let go. There's a lot more love to give.
Good answer.
But
all right.
I think that right now, I got this this weird trifecta.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody that I care for really deeply. But it was more like as a friend, not a lover. And as soon as we mixed the two, we had problems. So I learned.
If it makes you feel any more at peace, I've been through that, and I feel you. You're gonna grow. Everything's part of the journey.
Exactly. And so right now, honestly, I couldn't ask for much more out of life right now. I'm just continuing to train myself more musically, train my ear, train my pen, but getting that ultimate exposure, getting my music heard has been my main objective this past year or 3, but you got to put in that work.
Yeah,
you got to put in
really
those hours.
And it takes effort. You can't just half-ass it. Like, you want to be known, you want to be confident too behind it. So keep making that music.
Yeah, I was talking to
lyrics
somebody.
To inspire you.
Shout out to my boy Dom. He came in town. He's a contemporary dancer, or whatnot. But we were talking. We were saying how we were talking about Riz. We were talking about Sauce. We were saying how there's a lot of times where people want that gift that you possess from being in their presence, for like being together, and how you make people feel. And even though that's something that you love to just do in general, it's just being who you are. But some people, once they really fall, whether it's friends, lover, or whoever, honestly, I mean family, just as much, as where it's like if they want that attention from you, then like they're not gonna want you to give it away. But you have to learn to set boundaries with people, honestly, and letting love sit.
Let it flow, though, right?
Yeah, let it sit.
That's the best type of love, when it just flow natural. Both match each other's energy, respectful, like you said, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So, right. Well, Javen Jackson. Yeah. How'd your first podcast little interview go?
My podcast little interview, it's a little smooth. It's smooth, it felt like it flew natural. It felt like it's somewhere I want to be, because I've always wanted to like act.
Yo, me too.
I've always wanted to
real
perform for people artistically.
Yeah, I just love to entertain people. I feel like I'm just very natural, but also can get
What was
into
your
character.
first moment? What was your first moment?
I can
like having like a little entertainment, like for a group
my
of
first
people.
job, you got to entertain these guests, and it was my first job, so I was super hardworking and extra
What
about
was
it.
it?
It was Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, you gotta have customer service. When you
Yeah,
work for
they
them
love
coffee
it when
spots.
you're even happier in the morning, and they can just hear it in your voice and see it from your body language. They're happier, and they'll leave me an extra dollar tip in the tip jar. Like
Exactly.
It's all about serving people, you know. You just gotta give that respect, get that respect, and from the get go, I just realized I'm entertaining. I can get right into it. Oh, it's getting hot.
It's getting a little toasty.
Good.
So, coming up out of this right here. But my bad, you can keep going though.
No, you're fine. So, as Javen Jackson gets undressed.
I got an OnlyFans coming, y'all. Don't. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not though.
Pay for that.
But yeah, y'all, it's about how hot do you think it is out here?
Man, it's about 150 degrees.
I honestly feel it so much more than you do right now, though.
I bet. Only my arm right here.
Yes,
like,
you're getting nice and tan right there. I should just
readjust.
readjust. Yeah.
I feel like the sun's gonna move that way. And then
Right. Good thing I have a belly
covered.
top on, so now you can like get a little tan line going.
Yeah.
No, I haven't tanned all summer.
You haven't?
Have you tanned?
I went to the beach 2 weeks. Bruh, I used to sit in the sun 3 hours a day, basically every summer, ever since I was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Because I either ran track or I played football, and both require for you to be in the sun. So I used to be a little paper bag brown, but once I started being in the sun, it was chocolate for life.
For life.
For life.
Forever.
Sorry.
It is chocolate for real though. You nowhere near brown paper bag anymore.
Brown paper bag. And I remember going to Amigos for hangout kickoff. That shit was so lit, but I was pretty fucked up.
How long ago was it?
That was probably my freshman year of college, like 2017.
Dang, you showing your age right now.
You probably just started high school or something.
I was probably still in elementary school.
Chill out. Maybe. Migos got me hype. Who else used to give me hype? Wayne used to give me hype. You know, it's a collective conscience, you know? And it's like just depending on what frequency you're tuning into. So I used to, tune in to Cole, tune in to Kendrick. Acid Rap changed my life.
That changed your life?
Acid Rap too? I don't think so. Chance, you might need to release Acid Rap too. I know you got these kids. I know you all hubbied up or whatnot. But, just take a tab and I'm sure you could write an album and just one day,
literally.
Run it back.
All right, Chance, you hearing it from me too. I think you could do this, bro. Chance the Rapper, the best name, quoted by Drake, I think. He's like, if I had a name like Chance, I'd pick the name Chance the Rapper. I think this is a question a lot of people are going to come across. Do you go by J Jax or do you go by Javen Jackson?
Professionally known as Javen Jackson. Friends, associates, and call me J Jack if they hype me up, because that's my little alter ego.
Okay.
J Jack.
J Jack.
Yeah. So I had to, man. Who coined that phrase? Somebody, one of my homeboys on the track team coined that phrase, J Jack, and I was like, I gotta like that.
That's what happened with mine.
J Jack, I like that. J Jack, I like. Come on.
It's coming. Whole album. Chance the Rapper should just have a little podcast and boom.
Right. Me and Chance should do a podcast. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Both of us want to spread a little bit of spirituality in this world, spread that love of God,
Don't get us into that godly topic.
And I told myself it's probably gonna always end up coming up because it's always, that's what got me where I am. That's
in the front of my brain all the time.
He's the one that gives me the vision.
Absolutely, he made you creative. He knew that before you even were born.
See, I've always been a sensitive kid. I guess when you're talking about passion, it started because I used to have anger issues. That's what it was. But I didn't want to hurt nobody. So it was like I would almost attack inwardly. And if it's the last question,
all right,
I'm gonna have to spark it up.
Last question. I'll give you a second to spark it. Yeah?
Honestly, I'm always high. Even when I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm high on life. I'm excited.
Amen.
You know, I'm all love. I'm all positivity.
We can
God
tell.
gave us this green.
Right. All right, so you ready for that last question?
Yeah, what's the last question?
Are you hungry?
Not yet.
That'd be 1 or 12, but I got a little snack if you want one.
Now, anybody that truly knows me knows that I absolutely
But
hate 2 things for food.
2 things of
Cucumbers
cucumber. Oh,
and watermelons. She's got the watermelon.
give it. Hold it for a sec. You gonna try one?
I think I am. I mean, one time I tried to eat it and I felt like I was about to throw up.
No. Take a
No.
small one then.
Nah.
All right, that looks like a good piece. Don't be.
No.
What you think?
No.
I cut it. I didn't buy it like this. It's fresh.
Oh, fresh? You cut it this morning?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. You cut it this morning? Man, I think it's pretty good.